All right, good morning, everyone. So, okay, yes, we're doing this now. Yeah, we have to wait. I love that sound. We're supposed to give a call. Basically, well, I mean, if there is a fire in the building, why would we hire someone from all separate buildings?
Okay, I'm ringing the all clear bell. That is a sign for Sanger High School to go ahead and return to classes. I apologize about the interruption. It was a mistaken poll. So please return to your classes. Thank you and go Apaches.
love that that was recorded.
We were only there for like 30 seconds.
Wow.
Hi guys.
Yeah, I think I forgot something outside. Hold on. Just see me walking out.
They'll see you go like this and
Yeah, I mean, I was not expecting that. I don't think anyone was, but
Nah, it's good.
I think we remember the class.
yeah. Okay.
If it was actually on fire, we would have died.
Yeah, but wait, again, like I was saying, what if it was another building? Again, it's only one building on fire. Okay, anyways, round two, let's try this again. So what I was trying to say before I was so rudely interrupted was if you guys are given an option to record about anything, which hint hint, that will be a possibility. This first episode is gonna be about something specific to the class, but I am gonna be giving you guys days where I'm gonna call it free cast days where you guys get to record about like any topic. Now, that being said, I do want you guys to think about like what genre of podcast you're going to be on the days that you're not talking about World Lit. So, like, would you be a sports podcast, music, video game, movie, TV show? Again, music, cooking, whatever. So, and I know you're not sitting next to your partner, but in some ways that's better because that'll give you a more honest opinion about what you would be interested in rather than what they would be interested in, because sometimes people can be like kind of overly persuasive and try to convince you that you need to do something else. And I remember let me go share everything. So go ahead to your warm up. After the warm up, I'll go ahead and play packing notes.
You have reached Anna Garza in the assistant principal's office. Please leave me a brief message and I will return your call at my earliest convenience. Have a great day. Se ha comunicado con Ana Garza en la oficina de su directorio.
Happened to the other room too.
Oh yeah, they did it on the all call, so good times.
I'll get to know.
Alright, well we're just gonna have to watch it like this. That's fine.
Oh my god.
Yep.
Good Good morning, Sanger High School. Apologies for the interruption. I would like you guys to please rise for the Pledge of Allegiance. Ready, salute. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Please for the attached note in your email. Thank you, and go Apache.
I've been doing this all day with the whole trying to connect thing.
McDonald's options.
It's been doing that to Arnold.
Today or just in general?
I'm like, today, yesterday. It's been.
I'll turn off our Wi-Fi.
Today's not your day.
And the whole, they didn't lie.
Yeah.
Cool, and then like completely froze. Alright, well, I'm just restarting my computer because I feel like that's the next logical step. Good deal. Yeah, how are you? Okay, well, I guess while I am attempting to get this turned back on, what I want you guys to do is double check your remind. I'll put it up here in just a second. I sent you guys a link to the podcast episode that I dropped last night. And now that the podcasts are unblocked again, we are going to be listening to about one a week in here. So that's going to be your homework for tonight. So what I want you guys to do though is I want you to go to it and I want you to subscribe to it because that way every time an episode drops, it'll show up in your guys' Apple Podcast. So that way you guys will know whenever I put a new episode in. So go ahead and do that while I am getting set up.
Wait, so where do we go?
There's a link that I sent last night. It'll take you to the episode, but you should be able to hit subscribe to it.
Can you
I don't know what it is.
But you can
Is that on there?
follow or
Yeah, I don't have a
subscribe.
mind.
Okay. All right. Well, then just go to Apple Podcasts then and search Williams 1101. Two different words. Yeah.
How would you do subscribe?
Again, just go to Apple Podcasts and search it. That'll take you to the actual show page.
Let's see, what's in it called again?
Apple Podcasts
No, your podcast.
is purple and okay, but just go to search and it should, hopefully it should work. Williams 1101. Yeah,
So, follow.
but maybe it doesn't let you guys do that anymore. That
Yeah,
might
'cause
be
there's just a follow.
is what?
It says follow.
Where does it say that at?
Whenever you click it, that's on.
Oh, okay, just a second. Okay, just a second. Apparently they've changed it recently, so.
What's it called? Your Apple podcast?
Williams 1101. Yeah, just hit the plus icon in the top. Apparently that's all you have to hit now.
Nothing's coming.
Okay,
Yeah.
what's that?
Nothing's the results.
Again, did you do Williams 1101? Did you do it 2 words?
Oh,
2 words, yeah, space. Do a space.
Podcast.
Oh, hello.
sorry.
Again, you guys can turn it off again. You guys are gonna listen to that later, not right now. I just wanna make sure you guys could find it.
Okay.
Oh my goodness. Everything is possessed. Hold on a second. Okay. And now it's not giving me an option for my AirPlay. I promise class will start. It will start at some point. I know you guys are really concerned, so. You know what? No comments from you. While you guys are there.
Okay. Because even the people,
So we're supposed to choose a name.
That's what you guys are gonna be doing today, yeah. There we go. Thank goodness.
and all here too. It's spicy, but the.
Did you choose? Did you tell me?
Okay, step one, I got Apache notes.
Why are they clicking?
I don't care at this point.
What's the green lighting?
Best Buddy Club meeting today, October 12th at 1.
Friends Club will meet today, Tuesday, during the lunch in room 1201. We will be discussing the Halloween French costume contest, the French Club t-shirt, and we will distribute the Cheetos for the fundraiser. Grab your lunch and come to Monsieur Laptop's room. Boys and girls wrestling will officially begin on October 25th, 2021. Practice will be in the Senior High School wrestling room from 3:45 to 5:45 p.m. Preseason practice is still going on Monday, Tuesday, and Thursdays in the wrestling room. Please give your blue cards to Coach Juarez at practice or in his classroom in room 1305. For more information, please join the Wrestling Rules classroom at XMW6625 or stop by Coach Juarez's room.
We will be doing a sock cover drive starting October 4th to 29th. Please donate your unused socks to room 311 or in the library. They will be donated to Hope Sanger House.
Sanger High School students in 10th, 11th, and 12th grade, Sanger High School will be offering the ASD/AB assessment.
I can't wait for this to be done because I'm sick of seeing it every day.
For those who would like to take
They talk about this, like this test every day.
They took
The
the slow.
assessment will be offered on October 15th.
3 more days, guys, 3 more days.
If you're interested in taking
Still
the
that's done.
assessment, please sign up with Mr.
Bruh.
Paloma in the guidance office as soon as possible.
No, it's October 12th.
These were your packing notes for October 12th, 2021.
Have a great day, Sanger High.
That was
Why does he seem so sad?
He is.
It's like it's like he's he tries, but
I mean, they do eventually, but like he has some different people on, so I don't know who it was, but okay. My computer's been restarted, so again, we all subscribe to it again. So it's, well, you should have. It's okay, so if you haven't scanned that, it's apparently the plus icon. I guess it doesn't say subscribe anymore, but that's fine. It's the same thing. It just adds your show to the library, basically, so that way you get it. Okay, so here's some examples of the types of podcasts like that you can listen to. So there's sports, inspirational, true crime, which my wife loves true crime. I always get nervous because I'll come home and she's watching that show Snapped, if you guys have ever heard of that, where like a woman kills like her husband or boyfriend or something.
That's
And like, I'll come home and she's like taking notes and just, you know, I'm just kidding, she doesn't take notes.
Oh my god.
Their cooking podcasts, review episodes, recaps, like different shows, movies, their educational podcasts. These are the ones that I listen to primarily. Star Talk, which is actually a science one, which yes, I know I don't teach science, but I still find it interesting. I listen to a couple cooking podcasts, although this one they finished up, they're not making any more of those. These are the two I listen to primarily the most around the NFL and Richardson. And then this one, I used to listen to, but they stopped making episodes also. So again, some of those are a little outdated, but okay. So we are going to be choosing our myths now, and these are going to be the options to choose from. So there are Apache, Babylonian, Cherokee, Guinea, Hawaiian, Hebrew. There's actually two different types of Hebrew. They're like, this is like the older one, and this is like a more recent version of it. The Hopi, Indian, Maori, Menominee, Potawatomi, Wakaranga, Wichita, and Yoruba. Okay, so what we're gonna do is we are going to get you guys in with your partners, your podcast partners. So go ahead and make that move real quick. Okay, I'll put the QR code back up in just a second, but I just want to make sure that I explain some stuff because people get confused. I don't want there to be confusion. If you have a partner who is not here still, just type their name next to yours, okay? But so I put all the different myths into this, and when you scan the QR code, it's going to take you here. It's going to be kind of a free-for-all. So everybody's going to be typing on this same page. So here's the deal. Everybody in this column, so myth partner 1, so you have partner 1, partner 2. So partner 1 is going to type whatever myth that they want right there. Partner 2 is going to type whatever myth that they want there. You guys are going to be talking about different myths to each other in your podcast. But I don't want any repeats in this column. So if like Nathan is partner 1 and Angel is partner 1, I don't want them both to choose Apache. Okay? So only one, no repeats in this column, no repeats in this column. If you had Apache here and Apache in this column, that would be okay. I just don't want it in this column because I don't want everybody talking about the same ones. Okay? So I'm going to put the QR code back up. You guys are going to scan it and you guys are going to fill it out. Yeah, it should only take us no more than 5 minutes. So. It's first come, first serve, so. Looks like you're typing in the wrong spot. Where it says myth partner 1 and myth partner 2, that's where you type the myth, not your name. There we go. Okay, Hawaiian is taken up in both columns. Apache, Yoruba, and Cherokee is taken up in column 1.
Oh my god, it's so laggy.
Hopi is taken in column 2. Maori and Menominee are taken in column 1. Cherokee is in column 1. Yoruba.
Oh, I got
Oh, there's already a Maori. So Angel Alex was already taken, so you guys have to come up with a different one.
I have to come up with a different one.
Okay, Angel, you have to come up with a different one. Make sure you're looking at what's already taken in the just column, whatever column you're in.
It's like native Muslim.
I'll just do regular Hebrew.
And for whoever did Hebrew, James, Brandon, make sure you type in which Hebrew. Is it Elohim or is it Yahweh?
Will we be doing our own research?
No, you're gonna. I have all the articles chosen for you. You guys are just gonna read. You're just reading the creation myth, so how the world was created.
Oh, like not script, but like script.
Kind of, yeah.
You still smash.
So nice.
Sarah and David, I'm gonna move you guys up so you guys are on the same page as everyone else.
Okay.
So people can see it a little bit easier. Really, Natalie, you gotta choose the smallest font available.
You were first.
There we go. This way, Nathan just really don't believe in capitalizing their names.
Oh, you're no, don't worry about it. Why can't I point that out?
I mean,
It's writing on
it's there.
Partner, bro.
No, doesn't capital letters.
No, you saw all that. Don't say all that. Don't say all that.
Alright, I feel like I got everybody else. I think everybody's good. Is there anybody else who doesn't have a partner right now? I think everybody else does. Angel, because I know Alex isn't gonna come back, so I'm gonna let you just this week, I think, partner with somebody else so you can be in a group of 3 this week, okay? And then when Alex comes back, he'll be like you guys are my partners again.
And Nathan.
Even after you just talked crap on him.
I know, huh? The bus.
I'm still gonna do it.
It's okay, I'll just make the podcast that much more interesting.
He's gonna be talking. I'm gonna interrupt him.
Okay, I think we're good, so I'm gonna go ahead and turn off the editing, so, Nathan, what group are you guys again? What group number were you? Okay, I'm just making sure that you guys, all 3 are talking about different myths, so you guys are good. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and turn this off, so you guys are done editing on it. Okay. All right, so now if you guys go to Canvas and you go to this week's module under resources, you're gonna go to, it'll say creation myth. There'll be like a stack of books, like a book emoji next to the title creation myths, and then you're only gonna be reading the one that you chose. Obviously, you're not reading like all 20 stories or anything like that, so, yeah.
Like our own example, since I took like Cherokee and he chose another one, would I read just Cherokee?
Yes, you're just reading the one you're responsible for. Yes. You guys are gonna talk about them in your podcast, but you're each gonna basically become like an expert in world myth. Okay, so there, I know it says 6 up here, but number 1 is read the story. Then there's 5 questions. You're not turning them in. I don't care if you write them on a napkin, frankly. But you're gonna be talking about them in the podcast, so that's how I'm gonna grade you on it. So just make sure that you guys have it written down. Some of you won't have a lot of conversation about the actual creation of the universe. It'll be more about like, this is like what's here and this is what's important to them. So if you don't have an actual creator of the universe in your story, you can just tell me what happened in your story and that's fine. So, but if you do have that, type it up. If If you don't have it, just tell me what happened in your creation story. But go ahead, read, and answer the questions. While you guys are doing that, I'm passing out surveys because we have surveys, but it's only for certain people. Of course, I was here. Again, I'm passing out a survey, only like they randomly chose people for each class, so.
Oh, some special?
No, you're not special. Never think that. Hey, like that. Hey, I'm not gonna lie, that was actually one of the best things that like, and I know it sounds mean, but it's one of the best things my parents ever taught me, is that yeah, you're not special, because everybody's replaceable, that's why you have to work harder than everybody.
Everybody's replaceable?
Yeah, it's true. Tell me who's not replaceable.
Not you.
No, you're totally replaceable.
I'm not replaceable.
Yeah, right.
It's the cost.
You get a job, there's always somebody waiting to take your job, so you gotta work hard.
Wait, who's gonna take yours?
I was gonna say, ask John Gruden, you know?
Oh. Right.
I really don't think he's gonna take my job. He can't.
So just do the one that you have.
Nope, there's nothing.
That's the one where you at?
Right.
Oh. And then Pedro, where you at? Pedro?
Andrew, that guy right there.
Again, all it is just like questions about funding for their parents to answer. That's it.
Imagine you
If you're late on the assignment, if you don't turn it in, I mean, if you're graded and it goes when you turn it in and you get like full credit back, does it only go back to where you left off, or does it get in?
Really confused by what it's.
That's why I'm asking that question. Okay, so like your grade's like okay, right?
Yeah.
But then it goes down because during school, because you didn't turn it in. You complete it and you get full credit for it. To like
Your grade can only go back up. It won't go down.
yeah, would it go back up to where it was at, like a rating, or it goes?
It will go back to, because again, it goes down 2% every day you don't turn it in. So like, if you turn it in, it'll go up, it just won't go all the way back up because you lost points. Because you're not getting full credit, you lost points because of your grade.
So instead of gaining like anything from it, you're just gonna.
No, you're gaining points, you're just not gonna gain as much back as you ever did in on time.
No, I'm saying like if you had a B and then it went down to your C because of assignment,
Uh-huh.
and then you turn the assignment, you get full credit or something.
It'll go back up, but it might not go all the way up back to a B, it's just.
Yeah.
So either way, so if you turn it late and you already graded it,
It'll go up, it can't go down.
it will go up, but not
As much.
but it won't go up as a profit entity. It will just go up as a redeeming. Oh,
Again, the way I describe it to students, it's easier to catch an A than it is to try to bring your grade back up to an A. So, but I do offer extra credit every once in a while for like turning stuff in early or under extra credit assignments.
not to turn the people late for the 75 point thing, because I thought the HUB, I thought that was like a gold one or something, because they didn't find it.
Okay.
And then they get really confident, so that thing like really helped them like grade.
Yeah, no, you'll be good, especially if you only turn it in like a day or two late.
Yeah.
Because if you turn it in 2 days late, you can still get like 96% on it. So, yeah. Yeah, that's fine.
You can offer that.
Okay, guys, we should all be reading right now, so we should be reading our myths. and we should be answering these questions. So really, the chatter shouldn't really be happening because you're all doing different minutes. So right now, it's not like you'll have a chance to talk to your partner. Okay, I'll wait. Back corner again. Okay, so read your myth, answer these questions. I'm sure if it's on a Google Doc, paper, napkin, like I said, just have it written down somewhere that you can reference. But that's what everybody should be doing right now.
I have a question about that. Does anybody actually ever give you a napkin?
No one's giving me a napkin, although I'm still hoping. So,
I'll give you a napkin.
like I said, I'm not collecting these, so again, it's just for you to, I'll be collecting the podcast. Huh?
You got a napkin?
I have Intel.
Lower.
That'll work.
I want it.
It's a waste of time.
I just hope it doesn't like tear. That's really like this. What's that?
The conference,
What about it?
did we have to screenshot or we'll put it, or can you see?
I can see it, yeah, you're good.
Who's responsible for the creation of the universe?
I don't know if you got my head, they're usually on Tuesdays and Thursdays, so. Probably. I don't know if it's a home or away game, but they're usually Tuesdays, Thursdays, so.
For what, golf?
Volleyball. Golf, I think they had yesterday, actually. Did they or no?
They had one yesterday.
Yeah.
Or Thursday. Something like that.
Yeah, I had one of my yearbooks didn't take pictures yesterday for golf, that's why I know.
Okay. Wait, it just says the creator, it never says the name.
What's wrong?
Oh, it says right here.
Well, that's fine. It just say that then.
I'm so sorry.
Why are you breaking everyone's stuff?
The very first one.
You guys need like what, 5-10 more minutes? Okay. So like I said, if you can't, if yours doesn't really have like a creator, then just tell me what it's about. And that's fine. This is just a guide to help you talk about. So if yours doesn't have an actual like creator, like this is how the world was created, just tell me what the story's about. Okay? Does that make it better?
Yeah, but like it's just, it's rarely made, yeah, it's just, alright. Place existed, but stuff happened, and that's about it.
But what stuff happened though?
Yeah, sure.
So, yeah. Stuff happens. Oh, I was like, what about Spider-Woman? Sarah, did you sign for a conference already or no?
Oh, yeah, I did. I signed for 4:40 after school on Thursday.
That's not an option.
What is it? That's what came up.
4:40 after school. It was only on Thursdays during tutorial.
Really?
Yeah, where did you sign it?
That's what it showed me.
Click on the link again, go to the remind, because yeah, I was like, no.
For this, would you your mail and then start this every night if you know papers or something like that, so to
Yep.
That would be great.
Yep. Sorry. Why is yours like? Oh, we don't live in Europe. That's why. Yeah. Yeah, so it needs to be in our time zone. I was like, what do you mean after school? I couldn't do anything for after school. Michaela, did you sign up? Wait, is Michaela in this class? Sorry, is Michaela in this class? Oh yeah, you are. Because it has my first and second period all together. So, did you sign up for a day or no? What day did you sign up for? Because I'm not seeing your little check mark. Which day?
Yeah, it won't change. You kind of change the time, but it won't let me. That's the time. Okay.
Is that what you have on your iPhone? No, it's right. It's not saying 950. still not letting you? Oh, okay, then now you can, but, okay. Sorry, Michaela, what, it's because it's not showing it on here, so do you remember what time you chose?
Yeah, it's an
8, okay.
I'm gonna verify at home.
Oh, it's showing, maybe it didn't work because 2 people already signed up for it. So, that one's all booked up. You do the next one, do you do next week at 8 a.m. or on the 28th, I mean? Okay, so I'm gonna put you down for that. Okay. Let's see, this way I don't have, you like signed in twice, but I don't see any for you.
What?
What day of the week do you want? You could do, the 21st is completely filled, you can do the 28th, 7:40, 7:50. Can you do either of those, 7:40 or 7:50?
Is this around like around like 8:20ish around there? Because my son gets to the school on Thursdays.
Okay, let me see. You can do November 4th, that'd be, so I'm gonna put you down for November 4th at 8:20, okay?
Okay.
Okay, Esteban, I don't have a day for you. Would you be available, October 28th at 7:40 or 7:50?
Yeah.
Which one do you want the 7:50?
7:40.
Okay. Some people get to school on time, though, so that's not really bad. Okay. Are you guys, can I change it or no?
Yeah.
Oh, no, not so much.
What do you mean by that big question?
This is like all fake, right?
Yeah, I mean,
I mean,
I thought it was really real. That's why I was like, what the heck?
yeah, no, that's the
Going
thing,
on
it's myth, not real.
Wait.
This number 5 or like the actual fifth question?
number 5.
So the values is like basically, again, what does that culture find important? So think about, like, I saw Nason's was about corn, so like obviously like that particular food product is important to them because they value that. What?
It's not, dude. The story should be out.
It's okay, it's okay. But like, what is, you gonna come? But like, what are what moral codes do they find important? What, like, do they value, like, strength in people? Do they value intelligence, wisdom? Do they value, maybe they live like in the desert region, maybe water is super important to them, like, so they, huh?
Are you ready?
Yes.
So you know that, well, like for the most part, all these questions could be answered
Why even that?
To be answered using what?
like, well, like using the story because out the door.
Vaguely, it's been a while since I've read it.
Basically, it's basically like choose a tentacles age of it. Basically, you kind of just like why do you times,
What
why
did you
does
pick?
medicine,
You're
what
fine.
diseases.
I picked a pear.
Yeah, it's just like I'm not sure what
You know,
I don't know.
I was just like, oh yeah, he just made that right.
It's cool.
Throw some water.
Well, I mean, obviously they value nature since so much of it is about nature, you know? So, like, say, well, what about nature do they value?
I'm just gonna say.
What's up?
I have a question. For the values, it just says like how like each is born. And
I got the little Bible.
So what creatures did they talk about?
Like a bunch of animals, like ocean animals, caterpillars.
Okay, so ocean, and also they probably, which was your Hawaiian? Okay. Why do you think Hawaiian
Or that would be like
value
when they like,
ocean?
okay, so for that.
Because they're, yeah, they're in the ocean. It's their source of food. It's important for them to survive
The
without
body
it.
gathers together matter from it.
So that's what I'm saying, it's like, it shows like, a lot of these like kind of like show like what's important about like the region that they live in, like how they survive.
That's his name.
Okay,
I still don't know what this is.
alright, so the slides are still on Canvas, so if you guys need to look at them, I am gonna play this video real quick. It's basically a quick how-to guide. I'll pause it and explain a couple of the parts too, but it's just how to use Anchor essentially.
All right, everyone, so I know we've had some people who have been having issues with getting their podcast submitted.
I recorded this last year, that's why I said that, so nobody's had issues yet because no one's done it yet.
Kind of give you another, like, just really quick to show you how to do that. So, first you would do your recording.
Which, by the way, if you look right here, that little red tab, that's where you're gonna click on to do recording. All you have to do is click it, and it basically just goes. And this purple column here is your library, so whenever you record something, it'll appear here, and then you put it into your episode, which is this black column. So you'll see me do that right now.
When you do your recording, either with a friend or by yourself, so I have both examples here. So right now it says recording with Sam. That's the one like if you were with a partner, that's what it would look like. The other one is just one that I recorded myself. So what you're gonna do is like for your friend one, you would just press the little plus icon there. You have to log in. So easiest way.
When you guys log in, make sure you're logging in with your Google account.
Now. Wait for it to load. Okay, and then, sorry, let me go back to that. It kicked me out. So anyways, so in order to do that, we're gonna press plus. And so now I have it in my episode, because if it's just sitting in your library, it's not part of the episode. So you actually have to add your segments, your recording
So
segments.
library, we're
To the library.
And then this is the actual episode.
In my episode. So I don't really need both of them. So what I would do is, once I was done, I would click on publish. And if this is your first episode, you might have more to do, but
you will have more to do. So basically, so the first time you publish your episode, which is obviously going to be your first time, a couple of things you're going to have to do. One, again, and this is going to be the producer's job. Remember, they're in charge of this. If they're absent, again, the host will have to step up and do it, but hopefully everybody is here. That's the idea at least. But it'll take you to like, what's the title of your podcast? So it's not going to be Creation Myth. Okay. Remember you guys came up with a title for your episode or for your podcast series yesterday. So that's what it's going to be. It's also going to ask you for a description of your podcast, and I would just type in both of your guys' names in there. And then after you do that, you're going to also have to create art. So it could be a picture of you guys. It could be a random picture. I don't really care. But you do have to have artwork there in order to publish. And then once you put the name of your podcast series, the description, which is both of your guys' names, and the art, it's going to take you to this one, published episode, and it's going to be EP1 for episode 1, and it'll say Creation Myths. So just make sure that you're doing the episode title of that, not the name of your podcast, okay? And if you guys need help when you guys publish it tomorrow, obviously, let me know, but I'll show you guys how to do it.
just like so for this end of play one, this is technically supposed to be your second episode, so you want to title it episode 2.
We skipped the end of play podcast because it was
long.
blocked.
Title it play, and then I would also put your guys' names in there as well, so that way I know like immediately You should also be introducing yourself, but it's just kind of easy for me to see when your names are part of the title.
You don't have to put your names in because it's gonna be turned into the group project.
Right, play podcast, you have to type something here, so just write it. For me, it would be episode, we're at season 1, season 2 is gonna be semester 2 for you guys. And then episode, this would be, again, your episode 2. You would click on publish now.
Okay, couple things. So episode 1, creation myths for you. And then for the episode description, I want the different myths that you guys are going to be discussing. So Apache and Hawaiian or whatever two you guys are talking about.
And I'm gonna have to delete mine because I've already created one, but so publish, skip, and then once you have this episode, once you're gonna click on the bottom left that says profile, there's a little silhouette of a person. And so you see the different, you see this different episodes. So episode 1 was a myth one that you did. Episode 2 would be your in a play episode. And then you're gonna click on the share icon by the episode. And then you're gonna go copy link. And then when you go to the end of play podcast assignment, you're just gonna paste that link. And that's all you have to do. Just make sure that in your episode, if it says 0 minutes and 0 seconds, that means you haven't added any audio to it. So if it's showing me that you haven't published any episodes, you might have recorded it to your library, but you didn't actually put the audio into your episode.
All right, we got about 4 minutes, so just give me a second before you guys pack up. It'll just take me another minute or two. Okay. Okay, so this is going to be what you guys are talking about tomorrow. So you're going to have a conversation with your partner about the myths that you learned about, as well as the myths that they learned about. Remember that a conversation is not one way, you should be going back and forth and feel natural. So what I don't want to hear is you guys stop the recording every time you guys want to say something. Just talk, right? So in class tomorrow, you guys are going to be doing a quick rundown. So this is kind of like a basic outline, but I don't want you to write a word for word script. I want it to be as natural as possible. But this is basically, and I'll put this up tomorrow too, what you guys are going to be doing. So your homework for tonight, there you go. Listen to my podcast, episode 1. Don't listen to An Evening with Peter Cooper. That's going to be something that we listen to later when we read Metamorphosis, but read the, it's called A Turtle Too Far, which when you listen to it, you'll see why it's called that. But anyways, there is going to be a short quiz tomorrow just because that's the only way I can make sure that you guys listen to it. But make sure that you guys listen to it tonight. Like I said, I don't care if you're playing video games. I don't care if you're doing dishes or whatever, but listen to it. You know, you can do that. You can multitask. It's fine.
You listen to the turtle one?
Yes, you listen to the turtle one.
Okay.
That'll be a fun video with